Hello, my name is Joe Estrada. Welcome to Renew Active. I'm here to talk to you about Tai Chi. I teach the Tai Chi class for Renew Active. I've been doing Tai Chi for over 25 years and it's helped me with my balance, my aches and pains, and just balancing my spirit to calm myself. Tai Chi has been very beneficial for internal health and just spiritual health and balance. So, I'm going to go over what I teach in this class of Tai Chi for Renew Active. The first thing we do is we put our hands on the table and we go up like this to balance our body. We place our left hand on a 45-degree angle. Now what we do is we put weight forward, we breathe out, pushing our hands slightly. As we come back, we're breathing into our center. So we breathe out forward, breathe in back, breathe out forward, and breathe in back. And as I breathe in back, you notice that I pick up my toe and there's no weight on my foot. Now I'm going to go back by placing my left next to my right, and I'm going to lock it in by putting my hands on the table. Now I'm going to hold it up again. I got to balance both sides like a yin and yang. Put my right heel in a 45-degree angle, and as I go forward again, I'm breathing out, breathe in back, breathe out forward, breathe in back, breathe out forward, and I breathe in back. Then I stop my motion. Let's say I did 7. I bring my right to my left and I lock it in by putting my hands on the table. Now number 2 is sort of like an ocean wave. I put my right hands to the right side of my body, open up to a white horse by bending my knees like this. Now I slowly shift my body weight to the left. Then I go right and like an ocean wave. I breathe in as I go left. Breathe as I go right. And I just keep going to about 7 times. And let's say this is 7. Now I'm going to bring my left to my right like this. And I close up, I put my hands on the table. Now I'm going to hold on to the ball. Place my left here in a 45-degree angle with no weight on. It's all about balance. I bend my hip and my knees supporting me. As I go forward, I'm going over that drum, breathing out. And as I breathe in, I'm breathing in all the way to the very top right here. So I'm going to breathe forward, putting weight forward, breathing in on the way back, and there's no weight on the front foot. So I breathe forward, going over that drum. I breathe in back. Let's say I did 7. I bring my left to my right, and I'm locking in by putting my hands on the table. Now I'm going to hold on to the ball again. Place my right heel in a 45-degree angle. Now so I go forward, I'm breathing out, breathe in back, breathe out forward, breathe in back, breathe out forward, breathe in back. Then I stop my motion. I bring my right to my left and I lock it in by putting my hands on the table. There's about 7 to 9 of these, and that's all I'm going to show you right now, because they take a little bit of time, but it gives you a lot of balance, a lot of self-relief of stress and everything else. But now I'm going to show you some other exercises that it's actually done on the actual 24 posture Tai Chi Chilo Chuan form. It teaches you how to move your body properly. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to open up. We're going to pick up the weight off our toes, move them both out. Put the weight on your toes, move out your heels. Then again, I'll put the weight on my heels, I'll move out my toes. Then I'll move out my heels and I'm shoulder width apart. It should be shoulder, knee, toe. Make sure your knees are not in. They got to be out, okay? So I'm sitting here nice and balanced and we're really comfortable. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe out to lift up my arms, and I'm not going to lift them higher than my shoulders. I'm going to breathe in on the way down. So I breathe out to lift. I breathe in down. Breathe out. But on the third one, I shift my body weight to the left. I pick up my right toe, turn it in with the weight being on my heel, my right heel. Now, I shift my body weight slowly in my back leg, which is my right, and I drop my hands, drop in a circular motion on the outside, and this is called holding onto the guitar. Then my left is, my toes are up, and there's no weight on this foot at all. All the weight is right here in my knee. Okay, now I'm going to go back forward by shifting my body weight left, adjusting my right, pushing my hands down. Again, breathe out to lift, breathe in down, breathe out, breathe in, and as I breathe out again, I shift my body weight to the right, I pick up my left, I turn it in, shift my body weight back on my left, drop both hands like this. I pivot on my right, holding onto the guitar as my right hand's in front this time because my right foot's in front and my left hand next to the right elbow. This is called holding the guitar. Now I'm gonna go back forward again. Right, adjust my left, push my hands down. Again, breathe out to lift. Breathe in, down, out, in. Here comes number 3. Out, shift my body weight to the left, pick up my right, turn it in. Set back on my right, pivot on my left, hold on to the guitar. Boom. No. Weight on the front leg again. Now I'm gonna go back forward with my left first and adjust my right, push my hands down. Again, breathe out to lift. Breathe in, down. Breathe out. Breathe in. And on the third one, I'm breathing out, shifting my body weight to the right at the same time. Picking up my left, turning it in. Sitting back on my left, pivoting on my right heel, circle, making 2 little circles, holding onto the guitar. Now I'm going to go back forward with my right first, then my left, push my hands down. 1, 2. And on the third one, we start lifting, shifting our body weight, picking up our right, sitting back on our right, pivoting on our left, dropping both hands, holding onto the guitar. Now I'm going to go back forward with my left first, then my right, and I'm going to push my hands down. Again, 1, 2. Breathing out, breathing down. And on the third one, you're going to shift your body weight to the right, pick up your left toe, turn it in towards your right toe. Sit back on your left, pivot on your right heel with no weight on it, hold on to the guitar. Now I'm going to go back forward. And let's say we did 5 or 6 and we're pushing our hands down. That's our last one. Now I'm going to hold on to the ball like this. And as I bring my hands close to my body, I'm breathing in. As they go over that drum, I'm going to breathe out. Similar to the other one. So we're going to breathe in as it comes towards us. Breathe out as it goes away from us. Here comes number 3. We're going to breathe in, shift our body weight to the left. Pick up our right toe, turn it in. Sit back on our right as our hands make a full circle right here because our breath never stops. There's no weight on the front leg. Now, as we go forward, we're going to breathe out, breathe in back, breathe out forward, breathe in back, breathe out forward, breathe in back. Now I'm going to pick up my left toe and my right, and I'm going back to my center. My breath never stops, so my hands keep rotating the whole time. That's 1. Breathe in. Breathe as you go over that drum. Breathe in. Breathe as it goes over that drum. That's number 3. I shift my body weight to the right. I pick up my left. I turn it in. I'm kind of going really slow so you see what I'm doing. I'm pivoting on my right heel. My hands naturally drop right here in front of my belly button. Now I'm ready to go. I'm going to breathe out forward. Breathe in back. Breathe out forward. Breathe in back. Breathe out forward. And I breathe in back up. Come back to my center. I adjust my left. And I keep rolling. 1. Here comes 2. This really helps you out so much for your balance. Then I slowly come up, shift my body weight to the left, pick up my right toe, turn, and I stop for a split second. I check myself, make sure I'm doing everything proper, and I breathe out as I go forward, and I breathe in as I go back. I breathe out going over that drum. I breathe in as I come back. I breathe out going over that drum. I breathe in on the way back, and my hands never stop as I adjust. I'm still breathing. Now breathe out right there. I'm breathing in as it comes towards me. Breathe out as it goes away from your body. Breathe in. Here comes number 3. I shift it. I turn it. I turn my body like this with no weight in the front. Check myself, and I breathe out forward. Breathe in back. Breathe out forward. Breathe in back. Breathe out forward. And breathe in back. Then I come back to my center, and I push my hands down. Let's say that was the last one. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to run you through a little bit of the Tai Chi pattern. We will not do it all, but it'll give you an idea of what we teach. And we teach everything in numbers because I feel that's the best way to learn everything. So the first thing I say, okay, number 1 is open up the horse. When you open up like this, you bend your knees, you drop this. That's 1. 2 is when you breathe out, lifting up your arms, and as you breathe in, you drop your hands. But this time, your left hand goes underneath your belly button, right hand putting the dog like this. That's number 2. Now number 3 is where you shift your body weight to the left. Number 4 is where you pick up your right toe, move it in towards your left toe. Number 5 is when you look at your right hand, shift your body weight back on your right, pivot on your left with no weight on it, and you hold on to the ball. And look, there's no weight on your heel. That's number 5. Now number 6 is where you put your toe where your heel is, you pick it up, and you put it down. This gives you a lot of balance. Now, next one, I'm going to put my heel back where my toe was. Now I'm going to part the main number 1. There's 3 of these. As I shift my body weight forward, my left hand's going up in a circular motion to the left, and my right hand's going in a circular motion to the right, and I have 50-50 weight distribution. Now, before we move forward, we always got to move back in Tai Chi to set our feet properly, okay? So now, I'm going to shift my body weight back. I'm going to put the lid on a cookie jar. The book becomes a lid. The right hand goes underneath. My left foot goes in a 45-degree angle with no weight on it. Now, I'm going to put weight on my 45. I'm going to come in with my right cat. And all my cat means is just touching the ground. No weight on it whatsoever. All the weight's on my left. Now I'm going to put my right heel where my toe was. And I'm going to part the main again. As my right hand goes in a circular motion counterclockwise, and my left hand goes clockwise down. This is part the main number 2. There's 3 of these. We always got to move back. So we're going to switch your body weight back. Let your right foot go to 45. Put the lid on a cookie jar like this. Now you can put weight on your right. You're going to come up to your left cat. Then you're going to put your left heel down. And you're going to part the main again as your left hand comes up in a circular motion, right hand comes in a circular motion down. That's 3 part the mains. Now there's some transition before we do the next brush knee palms. The way we're going to do this, we're going to put our right hand underneath your belly button, bring your back foot up 1/8 of an inch or 1/4, shift your body weight back on your right, put the lid on a cookie jar, which the book was the lid. Then you're going to pick up your left foot and go to cat. Now we're going to paint. The left hand becomes a paintbrush, the hand becomes a paintbrush, the right hand becomes a paper. And you go across each hand like this. Now you're blocking the sun with the right and you pin the dog with the left. Now we're going to swim. We're going to swat the fly with the right, swat the fly with the left as your right hand pendulums up to the right side of the sky and your left hand meets the right elbow at the same time. Next, we pick up our knee as high as we can. Then we throw our leg out as far as we can like this. And you go down as slow as you can. Slowly, slowly. Don't worry about it. You will get the slowness out of it as you practice. It will come to you, I promise. Now, I'm going to do the first brush knee palm. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start shifting our body weight 50-50 distribution slowly. As I shift my body weight forward, my left hand's brushing across my left and my right hand is palming. That's the first brush knee palm. Now number 2 brush knee palm is when I take my left hand, move it next to the right. Remember, we always got to move back before we move forward to set up our feet. So I'm going to wipe off the wall to the left side, upper side of my body, which the left hand's up to the sky, right hand next to the left elbow. Left foot in the 45. Put weight on my left. Come in with my right heel, and I'm going to do the second brush knee palm, but no weight on the right heel yet. I'm slowly going to shift my body weight forward as my right hand brushes across my body and my left hand palms. Now I'm going to take my right hand, move it next to the left, and I'm going to wipe off the wall towards the right side of my body like this. Let my right foot go to 45. Put weight on my right, come in with my left heel. Now I'm going to block across my body, brush knee palm, and I'm going to palm with the right. Cool. That will give you the first 6 movements and 2 transitions of the first Tai Chi 24 posture form. Now I'm going to demonstrate some of the Tai Chi form for you, okay, and how it's supposed to flow. Because I knew I broke it down a lot, and it's actually done really slow and methodical, and slow and calmly, okay? So we just sit here and empty our minds and our bodies and just be within the world, within peace, within yourself. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up to horse, and I'll explain to you what I'm doing. Up and down. Hold on to the ball. Shift. Heel. Cat. Heel. Part the main number 1. Lid in a cookie jar. 45. Come in. Cat. Heel. Part the main. Back. Lid on a cookie jar. 45 with the right. No weight. Come up to your left cat. Left heel. Part the main number 3. Transition. Right hand. Lid on a cookie jar, go to cat. Paint. swim. Up with the knee, thrust, go down, brush knee palm number 1. Take your hand, hold onto the wall, put your right heel, brush knee palm number 2, hand on the wall, brush knee palm number 3. Transition, hold on to the guitar. Now, redirecting the energy. That's 1, there's 4 of these, 2, 3, 4. Now this is called redirection. Right here you're blocking yourself and blocking your going right here. And you redirect like this, hold on to the ball, and you redirect the energy. 1, 2, 3. Go up, behind, push, drop. Turn to the rear, hold on to the ball, right heel, redirection. 1, 2, 3. Come up and push. Hold on to the bird cage right here, feeding a bird. Cloud hands. These are called cloud hands, where the energy moves, and all you're doing is moving pure energy back and forth. And it's nice and relaxing. Then we drop and we hold on to the bird cage. Then we come up, bring this up, spill, go to cat, chop, spear, block your third eye, drop both hands as it goes by your knee, pick it up, drop the left, go high crane right, kick as you drop both hands, pull back. Read the book as your heel touches, hip behind the ears. That's just an example of what the Tai Chi form's all about. I wanted to introduce it to you, as Renew Active is here for you, for your well-being and your health. We're here 100% to dedicate for health and renewing your well-being and making you part of our family. So we want to thank you for your time and hope to see you in the future. Stay strong and ask yourself how you feel today, and just try to feel better every day. And with Renew Active, any program that you desire to take, you're going to be more than happy with. It's only going to heal you and get you to success of what your goals are, whatever your goals are. I want to thank you for your time. My name is Joe Estrada. I'm here to teach the Chi Luo Chuan 24 posture Tai Chi form. Thank you.